In the ancient kingdom of Dharma, nestled amidst rolling hills and fragrant blossoms, there lived a young woman named Maya. Maya possessed a gentle spirit and a heart filled with compassion, but she carried within her a heavy burden of regret. Haunted by past choices and missed opportunities, Maya longed to find a way to release herself from the shackles of remorse and embrace a life of peace and fulfillment. Little did she know that her journey would lead her to the wisdom of Buddhism, where she would discover the transformative power of forgiveness and self-compassion. Maya's tale begins on a warm summer day as she walked along the banks of the river that flowed through the heart of the kingdom. Lost in her thoughts, she stumbled upon an elderly monk named Bhante Sujata, known for his radiant smile and unwavering serenity. Sensing Maya's inner turmoil, Bhante Sujata gently approached her and offered his compassionate presence. Curiosity sparked within Maya as she observed the monk's serene countenance. She mustered the courage to share her burden of regret, recounting the choices she wished she could change and the opportunities she believed she had missed. Bhante Sujata listened intently, his eyes filled with compassion, and then softly spoke, "Dear Maya, regret is a powerful teacher, but it need not be a prison. In the teachings of Buddhism, there is a path to liberation from the chains of remorse. Will you walk this path with me?" Intrigued and hopeful, Maya nodded, ready to embark on her journey towards healing. Bhante Sujata became her guide, leading her through the teachings of Buddhism and imparting wisdom that would transform her understanding of regret. The first lesson Bhante Sujata shared with Maya was the impermanence of all things. He explained that regret often arises from clinging to the past, an illusionary notion that what has been done cannot be undone. Through meditation and contemplation, Maya learned to observe the constant flow of thoughts and emotions, recognizing that nothing remains fixed. She began to understand that even regret itself was impermanent, an ephemeral cloud passing through the vast sky of her consciousness. As Maya delved deeper into the teachings, Bhante Sujata introduced her to the concept of karma, the understanding that our actions have consequences. He emphasized that while we cannot change the past, we can shape the present and future through mindful choices. Maya learned that regret could serve as a catalyst for growth and transformation. By acknowledging her past actions, taking responsibility for them, and making amends where possible, she could ensure that her future actions aligned with her values and intentions. Guided by Bhante Sujata, Maya embarked on a pilgrimage to the sacred Bodhi tree, where the Buddha himself had attained enlightenment. In the presence of this hallowed site, she performed a ritual of reflection and forgiveness. With tears streaming down her face, Maya acknowledged the pain she had caused herself and others through her past actions. She offered sincere apologies, seeking forgiveness from those she had hurt, and most importantly, from herself. In the stillness of that sacred place, Maya experienced a profound sense of release. She realized that holding on to regret was like grasping tightly to a thorny branch. By forgiving herself and others, she could let go of the painful memories and create space for healing and growth. As Maya continued her journey, Bhante Sujata introduced her to the practice of metta, or loving-kindness meditation. Through these gentle meditations, she learned to cultivate a deep sense of compassion for herself and all beings. Maya began to see that her past actions were born out of ignorance and conditioned by circumstances, and that she too deserved forgiveness and understanding. In the midst of her practice, Maya encountered a young girl named Sita, who had been orphaned and left homeless due to a devastating fire. Touched by the girl's plight, Maya took her in, offering her shelter, food, and love. As she cared for Sita, Maya realized that her own journey of healing and self-compassion had opened her heart to the suffering of others. In easing Sita's suffering, Maya found solace and a renewed sense of purpose. Bhante Sujata, witnessing Maya's transformation, encouraged her to embrace the practice of mindfulness in her daily life. Maya learned to be fully present in each moment, observing her thoughts, emotions, and physical sensations without judgment. Through this practice, she discovered that regret often arose from dwelling on the past, or projecting into the future, rather than fully experiencing the richness of the present moment. As Maya deepened her mindfulness practice, she became aware of the patterns of thought and behavior that perpetuated her regret. She recognized the subtle ways in which self-criticism and self-judgment would arise, fueling her feelings of remorse. With mindfulness as her ally, Maya gently redirected her attention, choosing to cultivate self-compassion and self-forgiveness instead. Years passed, and Maya became known throughout the kingdom for her unwavering compassion and her ability to transform regret into wisdom. She established a sanctuary where those burdened by remorse could seek solace and guidance. Maya shared the teachings of Buddhism, offering a path of healing and liberation to all who crossed her path. One day, as Maya sat in quiet contemplation, a troubled young man named Raj approached her. He carried within him a heavy weight of regret, consumed by the choices he had made and the pain he had caused. Maya's eyes met his, filled with boundless compassion, and she spoke words that would forever change his life. "Dear Raj, regret is not your enemy. It is your teacher. Embrace it, learn from it, and let it guide you towards a future filled with compassion and forgiveness." And so, the cycle continued. Maya, once burdened by regret, had become a beacon of light for others seeking liberation. As she extended her hand to Raj, she recognized that the transformative power of Buddhism lay not only in her own healing, but in the ability to guide others towards their own path of liberation. In the kingdom of Dharma, the lotus of wisdom and compassion continued to bloom, its fragrance spreading far and wide. And in the heart of Maya, the once burdened woman, regret had transformed into a catalyst for growth, a stepping stone on the path towards awakening. As the tale of Maya and her journey through regret and healing draws to a close, let it serve as a reminder that in the Buddhist world, regret need not be a heavy burden to carry, but an opportunity for transformation. Through mindfulness, compassion, and forgiveness, we can embrace our past, learn from it, and cultivate a future filled with wisdom and liberation. The lotus blooms, and so can we. Thanks for joining us on this mind-blowing video. I bet you're brimming with jaw-dropping revelations, sparking a wildfire of inspiration and endless excitement. So why not share this cosmic wisdom with your awesome pals? Oh, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button and stay tuned for more mind-boggling content. Catch you on the flip side, amigos.